Hello everyone, welcome to just this casual race. Wait a second, I'll get this sorted. Alright, cool. That should be all sorted now. Alright, so just a 60-minute casual race around the new track with the new physics as well. It should be exciting, so I'm keen to check it out. Hopefully we get a decent race. It's just a casual race, so nothing too serious today or tonight, wherever you are in the world. Apologise for some of the missing liveries as well. Should be alright, but we've got a lot of the new cars out on track at the moment. And this should be fun. We've got a Honda, an Aston and a BMW mixed in there as well, but lots of Porsches, lots of Ferraris and lots of Lambos as well. Pretty decent group as well. We've got 20 right now. So far it's Will Spin leading the times on 1:31.6. Just making sure everything is good here. Yeah, beautiful. Cool. Alright. Should be good. Alright, let's get into it. 2.5 minutes remaining. Who else is out there? Steve Young in the Lamborghini. 32.5, currently P6 right now. Nice and tidy. Just maybe go for a lap, I reckon. Check out the new circuit. I haven't heard too much feedback on it as of yet. Still yet to familiarise myself with it anyway. Looks pretty tight and twisty though. Steve Young, sorry, doesn't seem to be troubling him at the moment. Minute 20 in qualifying. I break early has been disqualified. Right-hander here. Oh, we've got a little bit of action going on up ahead there. Avoids that. A little bit of mayhem unfolding in front of him. contested lap. Car number 69 was disqualified. That was Nelsex. Who else is out there right now? Interesting name. I like the lights on the front there. That new Ferrari. As we go 000 for quali. Who else is out there? Jeremy Eastcott is out there right now. So this long left-hander. This looks like an exciting part of the circuit here. Final turn. Looks like there's plenty of runoff area. Cool looking circuit. I like it. I like it a lot. That's qualifying pretty much over. So we'll spin 31.617. Mendel did a 31.617 as well. So identical times in qualifying. So it looks like Wilspin's going to be starting from P1 though. McSharpenberry, Andrew Sherman, that's a familiar name. Shiro and Steve Young finishes the session. Let's go. Alright. So that's pretty much qualifying all done. Let's have a look, shall we? Alright. Let's go for a wander. Have a look around while we wait for the race to begin. So turn 1, left-hander. Let's see what it looks like from up there. Yes, it's a short run down into left-hander at turn 1. And then another short run here into, looks like what is turn 2. Plenty of runoff area there as well. I think they do a lot of motorcycle riding, motorcycle racing around here. So it sort of starts to come back on itself here. Yeah, this looks cool. This will be interesting coming through here, opening laps. Yeah, nice. You even get a new new audio track behind it with the voices and all that sort of stuff, so we don't have to listen to the same stuff we've been listening to for a long time now. Looks quite nice. Perfect weather. Yeah, this is going to be cool. Yeah, lots of sort of folding back onto itself. See if there's any action out here. You can only see a lot of marbles and stuff like that. Nice attention to detail. Yes, gonna look cool. All right, well, qualifying's done. So it was Wilspin who took the pole position at 1:31.617, identical time to Mendel, tucked in behind him. So, this is cool. It's like a little lake here. I don't know if it's real water or fake water like the one in Miami. But this looks cool. All right. So, we shouldn't be too far away. 3.5 minutes. We'll get this one kicked off. 60-minute casual race. I'm more just curious to have a look at it myself more than anything. So, we'll be back in a tick under 3 minutes. Get this one started.
strong Audi, and they showed today like really good speed. It's a good track for for them, I think. So it will not be easy because even if you win both race and they will do second both race, they still will be champion in sprint. But I mean, there is also overall for me. So I will try to speak with Dries and say you in sprint and you give me overall and endurance. Maybe it can be a good deal.
Early July, Bassano Silver Cup wrapped up in favour of Pierre-Alexandre Jean and Ulysse de Pauw. That means they come here with no pressure and are looking for a second outright win of the season. The Ferrari has been the class act within the Silver Cup this year, and the two young drivers, one French, one Belgian, have been amongst the standouts of what's been an ultra-competitive sprint cup.
We have nice cars with us, the sun, nice track. We're having fun in the car, so yeah, we always try to have fun, and I think is the most important. When you take pleasure in the car, the good times always follow. So I think this is part of the secret. Also, we won the Silver Championship, so this take out a bit of pressure. We still play something on the overall standing, so we have to be focused and do a good job this weekend. But yeah, with the silver title, a small pressure went out going in this weekend. You don't have a lot of time to rest. As we saw today in the free practice, the lap times are pretty close, so it's going to be close tomorrow in qualifying, and it's going to be very important to start in the front. We can still hope for the third place of the championship, so let's hope for a good weekend, some overall podium, a good qualifying tomorrow morning, and let's hope for a good end to the championship.
Louis Machiels and Andrea Bertolini are chasing hard in Pro-Am. They are 20.5 points behind Miguel Ramos and Dean McDonald, but it's another AF Corsa Ferrari team. And success and titles have been accumulated easily over the years by Louis Machiels and Andrea Bertolini. This could be another.
Still the possibility, but you know, with Louis always we fight until the end, and yeah, it will be a special weekend one more time, and like you know, we can fight for all the championship. We're still on the battle, so it will be really tough, like all the competition and every racing weekend.
Ferrari is quite strong, but if you have seen the past season, the McLaren is very strong. Maybe too strong, but no. We are very good.
30 seconds.
So, well, we will fight till the end, as Andrea told. He is the Italian one, I'm the Belgian one. We are proud of the country, proud of the car.
20 seconds.
Go till the end.
And this is the crew that they are chasing. It is the Garage 59 round McLaren, the drivers of which are Miguel Ramos and
10 seconds.
They have enjoyed a really impressive season. Miguel Ramos, hugely experienced, and Dean McDonald has been another standout this season.
All right, here we go. I'm still in the car. Get out of the car. Here we go. Actually, let's maybe let's do a free. Go. Oops. Might just skip that for now. Anyway, we're back. Alright, cool. So as Will Spin had the identical time to Mendel. Apologies for the no liveries as well. Yeah, they both shared identical time, which was super impressive. Then it was Andrew Sherman there in the Porsche. So if you're very familiar, is a Porsche man. Who else is in there? Shiro, Young as well, D. Anthony, Chris Rye's in there as well. That's another familiar name. Sean Vinson, that's another familiar name as well. Not too sure about that one. I'm not aware. I've never seen that one before. Yeah, Curtis Ruston, that's another familiar name. So all the usual suspects. Stu Skinner, Australian. John Smith as well. It's an interesting name in P14 there, 666. As you do. Alvarez, Alberto. Kyle Hubbard. Yeah, BMW in there as well. Nelsex. Won't want to be braking too early, starting in P19 down there in the Honda. So that's our grid forming up nicely, and we are about to get this one underway as they come through turn 14, the final turn. Let's see what the camera angle is going to give it to us. Oh, that's a good one. All right, here we go. So we'll wait for the signal. Cars on the left-hand side won't be enjoying that, starting on the dirty side of the circuit. There it is. We go green. Looks like it was a pretty good jump from Will Spin. Pack's all got away nicely, going super defensive into turn 1. And looks like mostly everyone has managed to get through. They have without any incidents. So good start to this one. Will Spin, Mendel, Shiro leading the way. Chopper cam not particularly great around here. This is Box. Just circling through. Oh, we got a little bit of action happening down here. That's Hubbard. P13. Smith. Blue. And everyone's still facing the right way. This is McSharpenberry. It looks like it was a nice clean start for everyone. And we're looking at the leaders, 1, 2, 3 right now. Will Spin, Mendel, Shiro. I think that was someone going a little bit deep there. It was 144. That's Vincent, Sean Vincent. We'll see what happened to him there. Maybe go on board, that might give us a better idea. This is the replay. Oh, just the back end stepped out and he did a good job of avoiding contact with another car there. Car turns around, he fires it back up, and we'll get back to live pictures right now. We're looking at Mendel sitting in P2. This is very interesting. My data coming up, not showing me the gaps right now. Interesting. Alright, we'll be okay. Make it a little bit tricky, but right back down there in P12. Alvarez. He's got Stu Skinner all over him. Car 22 at the back, McSharpenberry. So he was the one who had the incident in the beginning. But looks like Will Spin pulling a little bit of a gap now on Mendel. As Alvarez goes up the inside of Skinner. Nice move by him. What about Shiro tucked in? And Stu Skinner. What's happened to him? Yeah, I don't have my telemetry working on my end, so I'm just going to have to go off the screen here. So it's Will Spin, Mendel, Shiro. Sherman tucked in there as well in P5. Everyone seems to have gotten away nicely. No dramas. It's a two-stopper today. Box as well down there. Field relatively spread right now, so just trying to find a little bit of action. Maybe P12. This is I break early, so car 53, Stu Skinner has got an issue. Let's see how that came about. Oh, he's got a little touch from behind. And there's a few guys involved in that. 23 and 69. So that's Nelsex and Jay Smith as well in the Aston Martin. So we'll go back to live pictures now, and he's in the pits now. So get back to these guys. Steve Young. Yeah, chopper cam around here. Great. So Sherman chasing down Young right now. This is 5th and 6th. So they head across the line, the 5-minute mark. The field relatively spread. What are the times they're doing right now? 32.155 was the last lap by Will Spin, our leader, the fastest lap of the race. Lapping in the 32s, only 3 drivers, Mendel and Shearer are the other 2. Everyone else in the 33s and 34s, or below. Oh, Eastcott has lost a couple of spots as well. Let's see how that came about. Car number 20. Oh, he just lost a little bit of the back end, a little bit of contact there, and that was enough to lose a whole bunch of spots there. And that's where he ended up. And we'll go back to live pictures right now. So this is Will Spin. We've got a 2-second gap over Mendel. Shearer's in there as well. Rushton and Alvarez having a little dust up there in P9 and 10. Sorry. Looking back from Ruston, so I break early. He started down there in P19, I think, so he's moved up a whole bunch of positions. As they go through turn 1 up into turn 2, this is Doohan corner. Oh, and he's just run a little wide there, and this allowed Eastcott just to slip through, as well as I break early. So Ruston just losing a couple of spots there. Where else is there a little bit more action on track? We might go to Steve Young. So he's chasing down Anthony, who's just up ahead. Last lap time, Anthony did a 33.575, a 33.355 to Young. So he had him by a couple of tenths on that last lap. Andrew Sherman's in there, so is Box and Rise. A tight little pack at the front, sort of the front half of the field here. Will Spin still leading it though. His last lap was a 32.4. Fastest lap of the race belongs to him at 32.1. As we've got someone coming into the pits. Smith was already in there. That was Stu Skinner. Who was the other? Oh, that was Anthony making his way into the pits. What was the? Where's the driver's briefing? I'll try and get the setup of the race. Alright, so 1 hour with 2 tyre stops, no refueling. So 2 tyre stops, no refueling. There's the parameters for today's race. It's been pretty pretty standard. It hasn't been anything too crazy. These guys obviously come to grips with the update, the new cars, the new tweaks to the physics as well. Lots of chatter, lots of excitement about, and obviously the new track as well. Good shot in the rear of the Porsche there. So that's Sherman and Young. Last lap around, Young did a 32.7, 32.9 to Sherman on that one. Chris Rise coming into the pits as well, making his first stop, one of two. And this guy here, I brake early, has made up a ton of spots. So he started in P19, is currently P7. So a whopping 12 positions he's made up in the opening 10 minutes of this one. So it's more than a position a minute to begin this race. It's a 60-minute casual race with the new update. We'll track his progress as we go through. We'll cut back to Andrew Sherman and Young. They seem to be two of the closest cars out on circuit. The other one, I think, is Sharpenberry. He's all over the back of Nelsix. Hubbard there, just running a little bit wide. Going to send it up the inside, so Hubbard just drops a spot there. Sharpenberry able just to switch through there. That's the Aston just getting out of the way. That's Jay Smith. So these two will continue battle up the front straight. I brake early is in the pits, so is Ruston. Lap times from these two. Sharpenberry did a 34 flat, so did Nelsex. So these two evenly matched right now. Sorry, my mistake. There we go. Back. Just tick back over to Sherman and Young, seeming to heat up a little bit here. So the Porsche chasing down the Lamborghini. The rear of that Lambo looks mighty fine. Through the sweeping left-hander of turn one. We're over the back of him now. Young did a 33.87 on that last lap. Sherman did a 33.5. Definitely held the advantage on the previous lap. Oversteer there. Back end just trying to step out. Oh, once again, just a little bit unsettled there. Just running a little bit deep, so just letting Young off the hook there a little bit. Who else is out there? Sharpenberry continues his rise. So currently P9. Started P20. So up 11 spots. He's chasing down Sean Vincent. And it was Nelsex was the one I was trying to get a hold of there. So almost a quarter of the way through this one. And it's wheel spin from Shiro, Young, Sherman, Alvarez. Box, Escott, Vincent, Sharpenberry and Nelsex. Looks like we've lost one. We started with 20, down to 19. And so far, it's been pretty well behaved. Hasn't been anything too chaotic. It's a 2-stop today, so mandatory stop for tyres. 2 stops, no refueling. Might see a little bit of fuel saving in effect later in this one. But at the quarter way mark, that's where we sit right now. Chris Rise gets a drive-through penalty. So that was for track limits. About Vincent's in the pits. So a lot of action in the pits right now. Vincent makes his stop. Box still in there. But it's this man leading the way. Apologies for the lack of liveries. Nelsex looks like he's still trying to just keep up with McSharpenberry here. Drive-through cleared, car 21, that was Chris Rise. So he got that for track limits. It's all quiet right now. So quarter way mark, a couple of drivers behind there. That was Hubbard. That's Jay Smith ducking into the pits. We go on board with Hubbard. We've got the 666 Lamborghini just up ahead. Don't mind the cockpit, the new Ferrari. Some top speeds. Oh, no speed trap data. Alright, I've got to update my my race control then by the looks of things. Flying blind a little bit right now. A little bit unsettling. This is Ruston and Eastcott. They're having a little scrap down there in 13th and 14th. Just eases off the accelerator there, eases out of it. He send it up the inside here at turn 2, doing corner. He does. Nice work from him. He moves up a spot. Ruston in the 13th. Oh, and then Eastcott coming under attack as well. That was... No, I think that was a lapped car. It was... Who was that? Just trying to pick up car number 19. That's Steve Young. So, yeah, he was being lapped. I do like the back of those Lamborghinis, though. See if we can get a closer look. Eastcott just needs to close up a little bit further. Does look nice. So have you seen a bunch of on-track action? This is Young. So he's lapping this car, I believe, and he's making his way into the pits. Alright, so he'll make his stop. 1 of 2. So at the third way point, third race distance. Just trying to see who else is out there. Will Spin is still our leader though. It's currently P1. He's got a fairly large gap right now. 5.6 seconds is the gap. His last lap around a 32.9 compared to a 33.1. So a couple of tenths the advantage to him. So Shiro's in P2, Tomo Shiro. It's not a name I've seen here before. Andrew Sherman certainly is. He's sitting in P3 right now. And P4 is Alvarez. And McSharpenberry, Nelsaks. We got Young's in the pits. The 666 is in the pits as well. And Hubbard is in the pits as well. So see how that all shakes out. Trying to have a look for a little bit of on-track action. We'll skip across to 14th and 15th. So Eastcott and Vinson just coming down into turn 12. I haven't had a chance to drive this circuit, so it looks like it would be a lot of fun actually. It looks relatively free-flowing. Plenty of runoff area, but you'd have to expect that for a predominantly motorcycle circuit. Get a nice shot there in the rear of the new Ferraris. So Shiro's currently in the lead. Our race leader is Willspin has pitted. What's been the pit time? So Willspin's just trying to have a look for total pit times. Oh, about a minute 4. Anywhere between a minute 1 to a minute 7 I've seen here. So he'll be exiting the pits very, very shortly. Yeah, he is at a minute 1. So Shiro is in the lead right now. Sherban in P2 and McSharpenberry in P3 for now. And Willspin, our previous race leader, just completed his pit stop. So a total time of a minute and 1 second. So he will, we'll see how he goes in terms of taking the lead back. We'll follow Shiro. Will he respond straight away? He does. Alright, so we'll watch him make his way into the pits, and then we'll pick up Willspin and we'll see where he is now. So just coming through turn 7, the left-hander kink into 8. Another left-hander of 9. So it looks like drivers have managed to sort of come to grips with the circuit and the new cars pretty nicely. Haven't seen anything particularly dramatic. I do like the look of this corner though. This looks fun. Looks challenging but fun at the same time. About to blast past the pit lane, and that's where we see Shiro. So Willspin will make his way past, and it was about 5 seconds was the gap, and Shiro is just making his way out of the pits now. So that was a total time of a minute and 3 seconds, so a couple of seconds slower than Willspin. Team Schumi skins. This would have been a good livery. My apologies. I'll make sure I get it for the next one. They do excellent liveries. This is Steve Young trundling around in P4. Feeling pretty spread out right now. Try and find a little bit of on-track action. Alvarez break early. See what happened here. Oh, that's break early, just making a little bit of contact. Looks like he redressed that straight away though. That's good driving. Gentlemanly driving there. It is just a casual race as well, so nothing too serious as we go back to live pictures right now. There we go. Sharpenberry is making his way into the pit, so that's our race leader for now. And Will Spin is about to come past the pit lane, so probably before Sharpenberry even becomes stationary, Will Spin goes back into the lead. Go back to this little scrap here between Alvarez and Break Early in 6th and 7th. Alvarez last time around, he had just pitted, so let's see what he does now. A 34 flat to a 35.5. So has a nice little advantage there. Is Sharpenberry just falling through the standings right now as he's still in the pits. Shouldn't be in there for much longer, about another 6 or 7 seconds. But it is Will Spin leading at almost the halfway mark. So we're 25 minutes in. He's got an 8.5 second lead over Shiro right now. And just looking at the cars on track, this is the closest that we've got right here. Turn 11. Haven't really seen any corners that have caused too much drama either. Keeping the car nice and wide through there. I don't know how like a car like an Audi would enjoy that particular part of the track. This is in a Honda as well, so this is not one of the new cars from the update. So that was 32.6. Alvarez did a 32.5. So last lap around though, Will Spin did a 32 flat, which is the fastest lap of the race. Only a couple of other cars circulating in the 32s. That's Young and I Break Early. Let's go have a look at Sean Vincent. Watching the window wiper just fluttering around in the breeze. That's pretty cool. So he's chasing down Ruston. They're in 11th and 12th. And there we go. There's a better shot of the rear of the Lambo. That looks really nice. So into this left-hander of 8, sort of down the hill here. Yeah, the more I'm seeing of this circuit, the more I like it. Ruston just gets a wheel on the dirt. Runs a little bit wide, but looks like you can do that through there. Sausage curb on the right. Runs a little bit deep. And then, yeah, this looks like a front corner. Final turn, turn 14. And onto the front straight. Stick with him. Ruston did a 34.5, a 34.1 to Vincent on that lap around. Let's have a look at Alvarez. He's tucked in behind Sherman, and that's a change for position there as well. So Alvarez gets it done. Let's go on board with him. Watch a replay of that. So that's a big sand down the inside and gets it done. So nice work from him. He moves up into P4 P4 it was. Yeah, it was. So Sherman drops down into P5 there. So at the halfway mark, that's where those two are. And right now it's Willspin leading by 9.5 seconds is the gap between him and Shiro, Young, Alvarez, Sherman, Break Early, Box, Anthony, McSharpenberry, and Nelsex. So it looks like everyone has pitted at least once. Jay Smith has pitted twice. It's a two-stopper, so mandatory tie stop. And no fuel allowed. Where are we? P6. Let's have a look there. So I break early. He started down there in 19th, so he's moved up 13 positions. McSharpenberry's moved up 12, and Alvarez has moved up 11. So we've had some big movers and shakers. Nelsex up 9. Unfortunately for Anthony, down there in P14, he's dropped 8 positions. He's been one of the biggest fallers in this one. Just a 60-minute casual race for Pan Am Racing. And more for my curiosity than anything else. Hope you're all well as well. Easter's behind us. Northern Hemisphere will be warming up. Southern Hemisphere is cooling down. So Pan Am will have their summer series up and running shortly, I believe. Looking forward to bringing as much as that possible to everyone on Ruse TV. Nice little battle here between Sherman and Break Early. So last time around, Sherman did a 33.582. Break Early did a 33.532. So 500ths of a second between these two on the previous lap. Drive-through penalty, track limits. That's the second time we've seen that. So Jay Smith, Chris Rise was the other one that we've seen. So perhaps that's something that we've been able to take away from today, is that track limits may be a factor around here. We've seen 2 drivers already in just over 32 minutes of racing. Interesting. Look at Rustin. He's down there in 11th. He's got Vincent up ahead. Rice just tucked in behind there. Drive through is yeah, that's the car 29. Was it car 29? Yeah, car 23, sorry. Oh, and 29, there you go. So that's Break Early. Yeah, so he gets the, he's got the drive-through penalty as well. So track limits, that's, what, 3 drivers that we've seen today so far in this race come undone with track limits. So perhaps that is one of the characteristics of this circuit that we're seeing. Plenty of runoff areas, so it looks like it would be easy to do. I haven't had a chance to drive the circuit as of yet. Hopefully get to do that in the next couple of days, but that looks like it is the case today. Willspin though, he's got no dramas. Alvarez has actually done the fastest lap of the race now, so 31.965. And McSharpenberry and I Break Early. Oh, that was Nelsex, I think. Yeah, oh, sorry. See how that came about there. Can we see anything? This is Nelsex. Trying to make up a bit of ground there. No, nothing really doing there, so can't deduce anything from that. But he's down there in P9, chasing I Break Early in P8. 2 of the closest cars on the circuit right now. Field is relatively spread out. 4 drivers have made both pit stops. So that's Anthony, Hubbard, Blue and Smith. The remainder of the field will need to make their stops as well. As we watch these two. So Box is going to be the first of the front half of the field. Once again, apologies for no liveries. So he'll be making his second stop. Another car coming in there as well. I saw in the background. I think that's Vincent. Yeah, he's coming in too. So he's making his stop. And Blue down here in P17. This is for position with him and Hubbard. So we've lost a couple. Started with 20, down to 18 now. 25 minutes left. So over the halfway mark into the final half of the race. Less than now, almost the final third. It's Alvarez, 31.965, fastest lap. Will spin, it's 82 flat. He's our race leader right now. Let's have a look at back to P8. Nelsex and I break early. They're still scrapping it out right now. Oh, he just hit that sausage curb there. And that was enough to get the pass done for Nelsex. That ended up making it quite easy in the end. Let's have a look at that again. Oh, Helicam is no good around here. Here we go. Oh, yeah, there you go. You just saw it just flick the back end out there. Good job to save it, actually. So, nice work from I Break Early. Stuck down to P14. We're with Anthony in the 664 Porsche. He's got Box just up ahead of him. Getting a nice shot of the rear of that new Ferrari. So final turn, left-hander. See if he gets a little bit of run now. I think the Porsche got a little bit of a boost with this latest update. Let's see if that is able to put on full display here. Not really a long front straight, long enough. Don't have any top speed telemetry right now. There's no one watching anyway, so in that case, let's have a look at the interior here. Cool. Doing this thing. Alright, back to normal race pitches. Cancel. There we go. Alright, we're back. So Andrew Sherman gets a drive-through penalty as well. So while I was dicking around with that, he has picked up a drive-through penalty. I wonder if that was for track limits as well. So I think we can definitely deduce that, deduce, whatever. Yeah, track limits might be a issue around here, or a characteristic anyway of this circuit. 6:44 in game time, 6:44 p.m. I wonder if we're going to get to see some nice afternoon sunset images through here. Sherman's going to serve that penalty straight away. Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. He was having a good run up there in P4, so that will definitely spoil his race. So break early in the Honda. Once again, chasing down Nelsex, so we saw him make that little mistake earlier on. Lots of cars have cleared their second stop now, so there's about 9 remaining cars, about half the field to make their final stop as Andrew Sherman clears his drive-through, and 806, he gets a drive-through as well. Once again, track limits, that's Shiro, and that's Sherman who makes a little bit of contact there. Let's just go back to that. Go on board with him here. And then we see Sherman just coming out of the pits. And they make a little bit of contact there. That was a bit awkward. All's well that ends well. So yeah, Shiro. So what's that? Five cars, I think. Ooh, there's the back end stepping out on the Honda. All getting drive-through penalties for track limits. So I brake early, making his second stop. Let's have a look at a bit of on-track action here. This is Box chasing down Anthony. So both of these drivers have made their final stops. Not too sure if they're going to be able to jump too many positions here. Those guys that have just stopped. 30 seconds, so it could be pretty tight here. These guys could get a little bit of a bump. Will Spinner, race leader, is in the pits now as well. So final third of the race coming up. We've got break early, Nelsek, Sherman and 666 in the pits right now. Coming towards an end there, and I reckon these two are going to pick up a handful of spots each. There was Nelsex coming out of the pits, and they move up a handful of spots. So Box and Anthony P6, Box P7. Two closest cars on circuit. So less than 18 minutes left in this 60-minute Pan Am Racing casual race at the new track, and I think we've been able to work out that, yeah, track limits definitely in play around here. Racing's been good. I haven't seen anything too crazy. These are the two closest cars on the circuit right now. I think we'll have a pretty cruisy 17 minutes remaining to see this one out. 6:49 now in game time. Perfect conditions, track's at optimum, 22 degrees air temperature, 23 degrees track temperature. Valentino Rossi on the Valentino Rossi mural on the left hand side there. Definitely an interesting name though, this car number 7. Did we have a look? Let's have a look at the inside of the interior of the Ferrari. We had a look at the Porsche before. doing his thing here. All over the back of Anthony, the 664 Porsche. A lot of dials on that steering wheel. Wash. I wonder what wash is. Do they have like... I would have thought they'd have like the window washing sprays on there. It's a cool steering wheel. So just chasing him down now. Let me get back to it. Here we go. What car haven't we had a look at the onboard? I think the Lamborghini is the only other one. We'll stick with this battle though, because this is looking good. That's Nelsex in the background. That is for position. So with the final quarter of this race, another drive-through, 54. Gets a drive-through penalty. Track limits again. So that's Sherman. So there you go. I think we're up to 6 now. 5 or 6 drive-through penalties for track limits. And yeah, Lamborghini is the only one that we haven't checked out yet. Let's have a look at the interior. That's a very different steering wheel to what we saw in the Ferrari. But this is the old Lamborghini though, isn't it? No, it's the new one. Yeah, cool. Oh, I like that little purple LED light there. Got the front straight. What have we got on here? Drink. Do they have a wash on here as well? Speed limiter, flash, start. Yes, no. No wash on that one. They've got missing gloves as well. That's interesting. Alright, back to it. So the final 13 minutes of this one, it is Wheelspin is our clear leader right now. He's a mile out in front of Steve Young, who's in P2. Alvarez, Shiro, McSharpenberry. That's your top 5. Then it's Anthony, Box, Nelsex, Break Early, and Vincent. Sherman there in P12, yet to serve his drive-through. And where is... Looks like Eastcott is made up. Oh, a bunch of ground on Hubbard. These two are going to go side by side down the front straight here. This is Ferrari v Ferrari. He's going to have the inside line here. He's going to go side by side through turn 1. Oh, makes a bit of contact. Saw that earlier as well. I think it was with Sherman and someone coming out of the pits. Not this case. They're still side by side here. This is great racing. And Eastcott just not quite able... Oh, it just does get it done, sorry. Hubbard? Who we're looking at? Hubbard's in P14. Eastcott in P15. My mistake there. Let's go back to this battle still going on here. Box and Anthony. Fast left-hander of turn 7. Again, just wanted to step out again. Drive through for car 21. Is that a new drive through? I think it is. Chris Rise. That's his second for the race, I do believe. He was the first one to get a drive through penalty. And is his second. Oh, we've seen a couple of cars through there as well, so have the same issue. Sorry. There we go. Back to normal. Press the right button this time. Yeah, I've seen a few cars have issues just through. I think it's turn 12. Who's going through there now? 868. Ruston. Yeah, it's just up through here, and then riding the bump out of there as well. I should make some of these notes. And also turn 12. Alright. They've been two key takeaways for today. Let's go back to box. Just chasing down. Break early. Nelsek just up ahead there. And then we'll take a look at the interior. The Ferrari. Might just go up one ahead. This is I break early. So he's got Nelsek's. And I think that's... Is that Anthony in front of him? I think it is. This is all for position. As we're in the... entering the final 9 minutes of the race. Turn 12 again. Out of the slipstream here. Trying to send it down the inside of turn 1, the left-hander. Nelsek just closes the door there. Gonna still fight it out into turn 2, doing corner. Still in the hunt to move up a position. Looks like he gets it done. So nice driving there from the Honda, and then he's all immediately all over the back of Anthony right now. We look at the rear of the Porsche. And he's got Nelsek's behind him as well. Drive through for car 23. That's Jay Smith. I don't know if that's his second for today. But yeah, quite a few drivers being caught out here with the track limits. Here we go. Wow, that's a big bump there at turn 12. Trying to cut under here. Tuck into the draft of the Porsche. Does the Honda have the horsepower to kind of sneak down the inside again? Yeah, nice job there from iBrake early. So he takes another spot, almost identical place where he did it on the previous lap. So a little late charge from him. Nelsek's as well. Wanted to just get in on the party too. Car number 911. That's Willspin gets a drive-through penalty. So late race drama here. So our race leader just gets a drive-through penalty. And the gap is 21 seconds. I thought it was a bit more than that. Where is he? Out on the circuit. So he's just coming up through. That's turn 6. So 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. And Steve Young is just coming out of turn 4. So a little bit of spice right at the back end of this in the final 10 minutes. Drive-through penalty cleared through there. So we'll just keep an eye on car number 911. I'll just track him on the map to see when he comes past. But another driver being caught out with track limits. Nelsek's though looking to put a move on Anthony. They go side by side up the front straight. The Lamborghini Looking to put the move on the Porsche, and he does. And nice work from Nelsek. So he moves up into P7. And Will Spin now coming in to serve his drive-through penalty. And this is Young. He's coming through the sweeper of 13 into 14. This could be pretty close. I think it's going to be. Let's go on board with Young. We'll definitely see Will Spin on the right-hand side. Will he be in front or behind? And he is behind. So some good fortune there for Steve Young at the very, very back end of this one. He's now a race leader after Will Spin getting a drive-through penalty for track limits. And that's put him in P2. This is not for points. This is just a casual race, but still a bit of excitement here to finish this one off in the last 4.5 minutes. Lapping in the 130, so maybe 2-3 laps left. We're going to have a nice little battle here until the end between Steve Young and a Will Spin. You can see that Porsche in the background. Once again, apologies for not getting all the liveries sorted. So, Steve Young, can he hold on here? Last lap around did a 32.937. See what he does this time. 33.305, so a little bit slower. There's Will Spin there, you can see in the background. Lights ablaze. Probably 2 more laps. 6.14, that was blue. What happened to him? Oh, back end, just stepping out there and around he goes, slow motion spin, and oh, he doesn't go all the way around. Oh, yes he does. All right, so he will get going down there in P16. We'll get back to the front of the field, and this is the story as it stands right now with less than 3 minutes remaining. Steve Young leading from this man here, a Will Spin, Ada. Probably a couple of laps left. They go through 10 now, the right-hander 10 into 11. And yeah, track limits definitely played their part. Had, I think about 6 or 7 cars with drive-through penalties. And that bump at turn 12, Porsche seems to be able to handle it without any issues. And now hunting down this man here, Steve Young. See if he can take out victory here. Probably 2 laps left in this one. Less than 2 minutes as they come around, lapping 1 minute 30. So yeah, a couple of laps to finish this one off. So last lap around at 32.862 to Young, 32.587 to Will Spin. And that's blue, just the lap traffic there in the BMW. Once again, apologies for no liveries. A couple of other scraps going on further back in the field, but this is for the race lead. there, you can see that's the BMW. Gap now 5 seconds, so final lap about to begin.
Leaders on final lap now.
And there we go. So with a bit of good fortune, Steve Young, if he can keep it on the straight and narrow for the next 14 turns, 13 now, he will be good to take out victory here in this just casual Pan Am race at the new track with the new cars, the new physics after the update. Yeah, been exciting, been fun. Just got a lap car just ahead of him there. It's the Lamborghini of Ruston. And he's got about half a lap now before he will take the checkered flag. 7:06 in-game time. Look at that. Is that 23? Is that the Honda? No, it's Jay Smith again. Getting another. I think that's might be his third of the day, but Steve Young has had no issues. Congratulations, he's going to take victory in this 60-minute casual race. Congratulations to him. Will spin after that late drive-through penalty. He'll come home in P2 after leading the majority of this run. Alvarez in P3. Shiro is just making his way through turn 14 now, so he will come home in P4. We'll get the remainder of the field as they cross the line. It's Steve Young, congratulations to him. Victorious today. Shiro crosses the line. This is McSharpenberry. Car 26 gets a late race penalty. Just trying to see who that is. That is Hubbard. They're at the end. I break early, had a good one. He's going to be pushed all the way to the end from Nelsex and Anthony there as well. So 6th, 7th and 8th. This is Anthony now crossing the line. Box will make his way over the line in 9th and 10th. Bring home Vincent, then Ruston, 666 Lamborghini, Eastcott, Rise, Hubbard and Blue. So we had 16 finishes in the end. We had 20 starters, but it was only one winner, that man there. Steve Young, congratulations. He is the race winner of this one. So Valencia with the new cars, the new physics, the update. That was fun. So a bit of a scrappy broadcast from my perspective. I do apologise for that. But yeah, good times. All right, well, I hope you all did enjoy that anyway. Pan Am will be back in the coming weeks as well. But signing off from me, enjoy the remainder of